Hello everyone. In last video we started the chapter obtaining and utilizing food. This chapter is from biology, and in last video we discussed about autotrophic nutrition. Today we will start with heterotrophic nutrition. There are three types of heterotrophic nutrition. These are saprophytic, parasitic and holozoic. We will discuss one by one. First is saprophytic nutrition. We know about bacteria and fungi. They are uh, they are unicellular. Bacteria are unicellular, means bacteria are made up of only one cell. They are of many types. Some are autotrophs, while some cause diseases in plants and animals. Most, however, feed on dead and decaying organic matter. Organic means dry. These are derived from plants and animals. And fungi, they are of many types. The mushroom we eat, the molds that we grow on bread and rotting fruits, and mildew that grows on plants and damp wood are all fungi. So is yeast, which we use to make wine and bread. Like bacteria, most fungi depend on dead and decaying organic matter for nutrition. Children, you will see the diagram of first is mushroom and second is molds growing on a piece of bread. Next is the definition of saprophytes are organisms which feed on dead and decaying organic matter are called saprophytes or saprotrophs. They break down the organic matter by secreting digestive juices into it. Then they absorb what they need from the digested matter. What is left of the broken organic matter improves soil fertility. That's why saprophytes are of the great importance for environment. They have a great importance to the environment. Now second is parasitic nutrition. Parasites live inside or on other organisms and draw nutrition from it. They are of two types of parasites. Some are endoparasite and some are exoparasite. The organism which live inside the body is called endoparasite, and the parasite which live in outside the body and survive their life from the host is called the exoparasite. The organism on which a parasite lives is called the host. Lice and ticks which live on the body of animals are parasites and the example of exoparasites. And the tapeworm, pinworm, hookworm which lives in the intestine of animal including humans. So they are endoparasite. Some bacteria and fungi are also parasites, and so are some types of amoeba. Many parasites cause disease in plants and animals. Some plants too are parasites. A common parasitic plant is dodder, which is also known as amarbale. Its long, yellowish thread-like stem twine around other plants and draw nourishment from them. Some plants like Melistow are partially parasites. They can make their own food in their green leaves, but they draw water and minerals from other plants. There is a diagram of tapeworm. It is lives in the intestine of pigs and humans, and this is the diagram of dodder. It is also a common parasitic plant. Now, holozoic nutrition. In this type of nutrition, one organism feed upon another organism. It involves digestion, ingestion and digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Now we will discuss one by one. First is ingestion. The meaning of ingestion is the taking in of food. Digestion is the process of breaking down food into simple soluble molecules. Absorption is the process by which digested food enters the blood. Assimilation is the process by which the food carried by the blood is utilized by the body. And egestion, it is the process by which undigested food is thrown out of the body. Depending on the type of food holozoic animals eat, they are classified into three parts. First are herbivorous, second is carnivorous, and third is omnivorous. Herbivorous are the plants which eat plants. Carnivorous eat the flesh of other animals, while omnivorous feed on both plant and animals. Herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores are not only the holozoic organism, many other types of feeders are included in this category. Some features are common in them is that they ingest food from their surrounding and then digest it. The amoeba, a microscopic organism living in the soil, freshwater and marine habitats. It has a strange way of feeding. The single cell that comprises its body has no particular shape. It sticks out finger-like projection. These are called the pseudopodia. These are the pseudopodia, which help it move and ingest food. The meaning of pseudopodia is, meaning of pseudo is false and the meaning of podia is feet. So pseudopodia is the false feet. When an amoeba senses the presence of suitable food in its surrounding, it sticks out pseudopodia and engulfs the food. Once the food is inside the cell, the amoeba digested it with the help of enzymes. And the enzymes are the special chemical substances produced in the body of an organism and they help in the digestion of food. Children, this is the diagram of amoeba. It is food vacuole, it is nucleus, and the shape of amoeba is different shapes. Now we will discuss the questions regarding this video. Question number 1 and 2 we have already discussed. Now question number 3. Name the 3 types of heterotrophic nutrition. The 3 types of heterotrophic nutrition are saprophytic, parasitic and holozoic. Question number 4. What are enzymes? The answer of this question is on page number 85. Enzymes are special chemical substances produced in the body of an organism. They help in the digestion of food. Now next question. Question number 5. Name the steps involved in the process of holozoic nutrition. The answer is in the points to remember. Holozoic nutrition involves ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Now next question. Name 3 things a green plant needs in order to photosynthesis. So the answer is 3 things a green plant needs in order to photosynthesis are chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Now question number 8. Name a parasitic plant and a parasite that lives in our intestine. So the answer is the parasitic plant is dodder and the parasite that lives in our intestine is tapeworm. Question number 10. Name a holozoic animal that is not a herbivore, carnivore or omnivore. The answer is amoeba and butterfly is a holozoic animal that is not a herbivore, carnivore or omnivore. Now come to B part. What are saprophytes and parasites? The answer of this question is on page number 83. First is saprophytes. Organisms which feed on dead and decaying organic matter are called saprophytes or saprotrophs. The example of this is mushroom. Now parasite. Parasite live inside on or another organism and draw nutrition from it. The example of parasite is tapeworm and dodder. Now question number 3. Write briefly about the process of nutrition in the amoeba. First, we come to the points to remember. The last in this, the amoeba ingests food with the help of pseudopodia, which are finger-like projections of its body. Now, come to page number 85. Here, once the food is inside the cell, the amoeba digests it with the help of enzymes. Now, question number 4. Why do carnivorous plants trap insect? Explain how one such plant trap insect. The answer of this question is again on page number 85. Sorry children, this question we will do with next video. You will do all these questions in your notebook very neatly. Goodbye everyone.